Leonard here from Future Drive. Please subscribe to our channel, leave your comments in the comment section below, and please don't forget to share this video. We're out here at Kelfords, Somerset West. They have kindly invited us to come and review one of their vehicles. Come on, let's see what we've got. Today we'll be reviewing this brand new Ford FIGO. Now Ford have three different models. They have the Ambiant, which is the base model. This one is the Trend, right in the middle, and obviously on top of this one, the top of the range, which is the titanium one. But today we'll be driving this one. Come on, let's hop in and let's take you for a ride. Driving the 1.5 Ford FIGO, and we are in the Trend model, the hatch version. There are, of course, this is offered in either a hatch or in a sedan option. We are in the hatch. Interestingly, you can get the hatch you can get the Ambiente, which is the base model. You can get that in either a hatch or a sedan. The Trend model you can get in either a hatch or a sedan. But Ford has decided not to offer a sedan in the titanium, which is the top spec. Which, I mean, I don't really know why. It doesn't really make any sense to me, but nevertheless, that is the options that you have. We have a 5-speed manual gearbox. Gear shifts are nice and smooth. You can get this in with an automatic box as well, but that will cost you more than 17,000 Rand more. This Trend model that I'm currently driving costs just over 201,000 Rand, and the automatic version of this hatch will cost you just under 220,000 Rand. So that's almost 18,000 Rand just for the auto gearbox. And obviously, and then also Ford with the titanium model, there is no option of an automatic gearbox. That doesn't make sense either, because I would have thought, being the top spec model, that auto would be an option there, but it's not. Now, as we all know, a 3-cylinder engine, you have to keep the revs high, and obviously that in affects the fuel consumption, which I'm averaging at the moment in this 1.5 liter at 6.5 liters per 100 kilometers, which is not really bad. I think Ford's claim is a little bit less than that, but all manufacturers claim less than the actual figures. It's such a beautiful day, beautiful scenery, and we have a really nice looking car. Personally, I like the front look of it. I'm a bit split on my opinion on the back. It's not really for me. It looks a bit cut off, if you understand what I'm saying. The sedan version of it, I'm not a fan of it, but I think of all the other models that offer sedans in this B segment, that offer a hatch and a sedan, the Ford sedan looks a little bit better. But I want to talk firstly about the view. And I want you guys to comment in the comment section below if you know where we are filming this episode. Please comment in the comment section below. And to give you a clue, this is one of the yearly, there's a 15-kilometer race that is run here, an infamous race. Yeah, please comment in the comment section below if you know where we are. So yeah, like I said, the front view of it, this is my favorite part of the car. I like the new honeycomb, the Ford family grille, the honeycomb look. You can get in the silver. The Trend is in silver. Some of them are in black. Some of the other models are in black. The lines is nice and sharp. There are fog lights in front, obviously, and fog lights at the back. If you get the side view, then you'll understand what I'm saying. The car looks quite compact, but I mean, that's the segment that is competing in it. It's a compact car, and I mean, while driving it, you can really feel it. It had a very nice and light steering. I could really maneuver easily, and as I mentioned before, 150 Newton meters of torque, 88 kilowatts of power, really punchy engine, and you can feel it. And personally, I have my doubts about 3-cylinder engines, And in this case, I've mentioned to you before, I mean, obviously it affects the petrol consumption. But one plus about this 3-litre engine, I like the sound of it. I mean, if the 3-cylinder engine, I say 3-litre, 3-cylinder engine, I like the sound of it. And I mean, if 3 cylinders is all that you've got, this is how I would like it to sound. Just start it up. Well, over here inside the car, it's all pretty basic. The radio with Bluetooth connectivity, and I could easily and very conveniently connect with my phone. Over here, quite interestingly, is it's like a cell phone docking station. What you might not be able to see is right at the back there's a USB port. So it's nice and convenient. You can charge your phone there, etc. And obviously there's no satellite navigation here, so you'll use your phone for that application. Also, another thing that is noticeably absent, controls on the steering wheel. Just these days we are so spoiled that you almost expect a car to have it. This is a budget car, or considered to be, and can you believe, it's almost sad to say that this car, more than 200,000 in the current state, is considered to be a budget car. Of course, the 1.5 trend hatch that we are currently sampling. A nice little touch around these knobs is this like chrome finish. There's an air conditioner obviously which works very, very effectively. It's quite hot today as well. I think it's about 29 degrees Celsius outside, and I mean, no fuss, no problem whatsoever. When I switched it on, we were all cooled down on the inside. I like the chrome finish here and there, and I mean, these knobs over here can swirl around. You can really personalize the direction of the airflow. Also, it's a little bit of a higher roof line, and it creates a little bit of space. But I'll go to the back now because there's something I would like to show you sitting at the back. But before we get there, there's obviously there is power mirrors, both of them. There's power windows all around. The trend model gets 2 airbags, passenger and for the driver, and obviously the front, the trend model gets 2 airbags, and there's ABS brakes as standard. A noticeable I miss is just a center armrest. It just makes driving for me personally much better. I mean, and for 200,000 I would have maybe expected a footrest, but there is none. There's quite a number of cup holders in here, which is really nice. There's 1, 2, 3 over here, 2 in my door, and I think on the other side there's also 2 with some added space for whatever you want to hid in there. I quite like the seating position. The seats were quite comfortable. I really like that. And I mean, there are 2 mirrors, vanity mirrors for the driver and for the passenger. My son Chad, who is the cameraman, asked me the other day, Dad, why do we need vanity mirror on the driver's side? And I said, Chad, but it's not only men driving these cars. Women always want to look at themselves. Hopefully, when they're stationary and parked somewhere, they can touch up the makeup. But let me go show you at the back. The seat is pushed back as far as possible. You can obviously see knee room is very tight. In fact, I can feel the seat against my legs and knees. This is not the normal position, so I'm sure if you could just give me 1 second, let me get out and push this chair. I'll pull it a bit forward to a more average. I pushed it a bit forward, and I mean, that is, I mean, for the average person sitting in front, which would still be very comfortable. At this point, I'm very comfortable at the back. There's ample knee space. The only gripe for me is my headroom right here at the back somehow, but that's always the problem with these hatches. You sometimes have to give up something. In this case, there is limited head space here at the back. But other than that, it's comfortable. I wouldn't want to be the third person, the one sitting in the middle. I would guess that this is more for a smaller child, but other than that, I think 2 people comfortably. But it is a 5-seater, so you can if you want to have 5 people at the back. Let me take you to the boot. Let's see what's there. I'm trying to figure out where to open the boot, and finally over there, right next to the light switch. And I realize I can also use the key, which is also very convenient, especially when you go out shopping. And yeah, people are getting lazy these days, they just want to press buttons. So this is the boot, 256 liters. I sometimes wonder, how do they measure this? Do somebody put water in here to measure exactly? And for those of you who don't really know how much 265 or 256 liters is, I've got an easy solution for you, just to give you an idea of the capacity of it. I'm going to ask the cameraman Chad to do our little boot test. So Chad, come.
Okay. Yeah, it's so difficult to get in here, Dad.
Remove the cover. Remove the cover.
Remove the cover.
Cover.
Okay. Parcel shelf, Dad.
Parcel shelf cover doesn't matter. No, you're dirty. You must not take the car back. So tell us, Chad, how does it feel?
It's not comfortable at all, but
Is it?
yes, Dad.
How tall are you?
1.71 meters, Dad.
1.71. Okay, so they'll have an idea. Anyway, come, Cherry. Also, fold down the seat, the back seat. It's a 60-40 split. Let me just go to the other side. Just press the button over there and pull it down. 60-40 split. And obviously if you have bigger items, and I was just thinking, if you have to, it would have been better if we could have, if the split was right in the middle. It might not have been a 60-40 then, but if the split was right in the middle, if you still have passengers with you, and maybe just the middle, I'll show you this, if this part of the seat could have folded down, I mean, if you have longer items, you can still carry 2 people and the longer items. But in this case, obviously, it's a little bit, it's not a train smash, but you catch my drift. You know what I'm talking about. So what are my thoughts on this Ford FIGO 1.5 trend? This is obviously the mid-spec one, the sweet spot. Below it is the ambient, and then on top of it is the top of the range Ford FIGO Titanium 1.5. All of them producing 88 kilowatts and 150 Newton meters of torque, which I've explained to you, I think is really ample. It really makes the car very nippy, fun to drive, and you heard the soundtrack as well. So I mean, no complaints in that department. All of them come with a 4-year 120,000 kilometer warranty, and also a 4-year 60,000 kilometer service plan with a 15,000 kilometer intervals in between. And a nice thing that Ford also threw in there was a 3-year unlimited kilometer roadside assistance with an added peace of mind. Which one would I go for? I would definitely go for this one. It's the sweet spot. It's right in the middle. It's value for money, and I think it is a good buy. This is also one of the few cars in this B segment that offers automatic gearboxes. And although I have my gripes about which models they decide to give automatic gearboxes, because I think the Titanium, it would have been fitting, I mean, given that it was the top spec, to give it an automatic gearbox. But obviously Ford decided against that. Apart from that, the only thing missing between this and the Titanium is obviously that beautiful sync-free and touchscreen infotainment system. It's got the 6 airbags versus the 2, and obviously a few quirks and features here and there, but nothing really too much. You won't really miss it out. This is the clever choice. Thank you very much. Please be on the lookout for our next video. We've got really exciting stuff coming up. This is the bottom end of the market. Pretty soon you're going to see we're on our way to McLaren. We're on our way to Aston Martin. So please look out for our reviews on some of their beautiful cars. I'm also speaking pretty soon to one of the legends in the area, a collector of beautiful cars, so please stay tuned. And once again, hit the subscribe button and that notification button, so whenever we load new videos and new content, you would be notified of it. And please leave your comments in the comment section below. We see you soon. I hope you enjoyed the video.